Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. My name is Miss Blessing. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my video. So guys, in today's tutorial we'll be learning how to make a corset using our bra cup. If this sounds like what you want to learn, definitely keep on watching and let's go. So guys, these are the material I will be working with. This is my ready-made cup size 34, and the fabric and the lining I will be working with. So guys, this is me marking my bust point, under bust, waist, and the full length. Okay, so now guys, this is me marking my shoulder measurement divided by 2. I'll mark it there like this. I'll come over to the chest line here, and I will also mark my shoulder measurement. Then I'll go ahead to rule it, although this particular place is not needed. I'm just using it for a guideline. So guys, I'll just go ahead to mark my basic neckline using by 3 by 3 for the width and for the depth. So I will just go ahead to mark it, and I will use my French curve like this to rule it up in a curving way. So guys, after ruling, I will come over to this line here I mark to come down by 1 inch to mark my shoulder slope. Then after that, I will go ahead to use a straight ruler now to connect my shoulder slope to my neckline. So guys, after marking my shoulder slope, I will now look for the midpoint of this line here, to look for the midpoint. Okay, I'll first of all mark it and look for the midpoint. You can see me doing that. So after looking for my midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5 inches, which is half an inch. Okay, then after that, the next thing is that I will come over to the chest line here and mark my bust measurement divided by 4. Then after marking, I'll make a notch there like this. Then after that, I will use a French curve now to first of all connect from this bust point line to the midpoint like so. Then from the midpoint to the shoulder slope, just the way you see me doing. So guys, after doing all this, the next thing I will be doing is to come down to the waist measurement and mark my waist measurement divided by 4 and put it there. So after marking it, I will just leave it aside first. Then I will come over to this under bust measurement here and mark my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. Then I will make a notch there. Then I'll come over to this waistline here and also mark my nipple to nipple measurement. And after marking, I will just roll it up like this, just so you see me doing right now. Then now after that, I will mark 0.5 inches on both sides to create my dart. You can see me doing that now. So guys, after doing that, I will just go ahead to use a straight ruler now to connect it from that point there to meet the under bust there. You can see me doing what I'm just trying to explain now. Just do it like so. So now we've already have our dart here now. So guys, the next thing I will be doing now is just to replace my dart. Remember, we've already marked my waist measurements there. So now I will replace my dart intake and add 1 inch seam allowance to it as well. So now I'll come over to the bust point here and mark my 1 inches. I'll place 1 inches for my sewing allowance. So guys, I forgot to add my under bust measurement here. Please, if you are making yours, please measure your under bust measurement. Very necessary. Okay, just go ahead to measure your under bust measurement and divide it by 4 and place it at the under bust measurement there. Okay, so now guys, I'm through with this now. So guys, next thing I'll be doing is to create the space in between the two cup. Now for this chest line, a bust point line here, I'll come in by half an inch like so. But if you want that space to be wide, you can come in by 1 inch. But I decided to come in by half an inch. By the time I open it up, I will have 1 inches. Okay, so now I've ruled my, so now I will just, from this bust point here, I will come up by half an inch. Okay, so that is how low I want the center to be. Okay, so from there I will come in by half an inch again to correspond it to the line I marked earlier. Then after marking like this, I will rule it the way I am doing it now, just the way you see me doing it. I will just rule it like so. So this will be the center for the two cup. Okay, so guys, after that I will bring out my cup like this and ensure that the cup meets the under bust and the sides meet the half an inch will come out with like this. You can see the way I am placing my cup. So I will ensure that the side, meets this part here, while the other side meets the under bust, like the seat on the under bust like this. Okay, so guys, after properly placing my cup, I will just go ahead to first of all dot it. Okay, before I will blend it out, I will dot it first before I will correspond it out. So guys, this is me dotting it. First of all dotting it first, so that I will just mark it to know if I'm on the right track. You can see, so on the other side there, I will just roll it up like that, and that will serve as my armhole. Okay, you can see that. So basically we are done with this pattern. I will just go ahead to cut it out and see how it comes out. So guys, this is how it comes out. I'll just go ahead to open it up and see how it looks like. Okay, you can see that the cup space, you can see the space in between this cup, just the way I explained it to you guys. You can see the cup that fits it well. Now you can see that. Okay, just try this out and you will love your work. So guys, that is it. I'll just go ahead to write a front on this part here. So guys, after that I will bring out another fresh paper, and before I will place my front pattern, I'll first of all mark my zipper allowance. Okay, but for the zipper allowance here, I will go ahead to mark 1 inches for my zipper allowance. So guys, after marking my zipper allowance, I will just go ahead to identify that part there as my zipper. So now after that, the back is very simple. It's very simple, sorry to say. So now after that, I will just go ahead to place in the front like this and ensure that I place it very well. Then I'll just copy what I have here on the front to the back. Just watch me and you will see what I am doing. Just ensuring that I mark everything that I have at the front here. You can see the center back and the center front, they are equal, and the side as well, they are equal. So I will first of all dot the side before I will roll it out. So guys, after rolling up my lines, I'll just go ahead to write a back on this one here. So guys, I'll just go ahead to cut out my pattern. So guys, this is how it comes out. You can see the front and the back, they are equal now, both the length and the side. Okay, so now the next thing is to bring out my fabric. Then I will use it to cut the pattern. I will use the pattern to cut out my fabric. So you can see that I have cut out my fabric, and I went ahead to add half inches all around like so. You can see, and the other side I decided to add some inches to it. I find that it's too short, then I went ahead to add some inches to it as well. Okay, so guys, now the next thing is to bring out my stay. For this stay, I will use my stay for the main fabric and the paper stay for the lining. I will use my hairstay for the main fabric. So guys, I have done attaching my hairstay to my fabric and the paper stay to my lining, as you can see. So now the next thing I will be doing is to mark out my dart. I will first of all fold it into two like this. Then I will first of all mark out the dart before I will take it to my sewing machine and sew out my dart. Now this is me trying to arrange this front part like this, and after arranging it properly, I will just go ahead to so guys, this is me. I'm trying to mark out my nipple to nipple measurement like this. So I'll come over to the up and mark my nipple to nipple measurement as well. Then I will use a straight ruler now to just connect these two lines together like this, just the way I am doing it now. So guys, after rolling it up, I will just divide my half an inch, 1 inches on both sides, meaning half an inch on both sides. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. So now guys, after doing that, I will roll it up like so. I will roll the other part to meet the up like this. Then this is our dart. Now I'll first of all notch it so that it will get to the other side. I will just notch it like this and notch the other part like this, so that I will also know where I will join for the other part of the front like this. So now I will take it to my sewing machine and hold it like this, and I will run a stitch on it. So guys, you can see that I have done running my darts and I went ahead to iron it as well. You can see the two part and also do the same thing to the lining as well. You can see for the lining, I did the same thing to the lining. So now the next thing, this is a cup. I also make a dart so that my cup, it will give a room to my bust to sit very well. So now I'll just go ahead to trim this dart out, the part that I dart. I will cut it off so that I will not have some puffness there. How will I put it here? I'm just trimming it out so that it will be very relaxed there. So that the reason why I dart this part here is because I want the cup to have a room for the bust to accommodate, so that it will package the bust very well. Okay, that is the reason why I dart my bust, my cup. So I did the same thing to the other cup as well, and this is a strip that I will be using for my bony casing. So I made it myself with my Ankara fabric, and this is about half inches. Okay, so now the next thing I will be doing is just to bring out the main fabric like this and place it on it like this to cover the dart, the roughness of the dart. So I'll just place it like this and cut it out. I'll just do it to the remaining two as well. So guys, you can see after placing it, I'll take it to my sewing machine and sew it neatly. Okay, so now this one here is a fresh fabric that I will cut and use to cover my bra cup. So I first of all fold it into two like this. After folding, I refold it again, making it four times folding. Okay, then I will make it a triangular shape like this and mark about 7 inches. Okay, I will mark about 7 inches like this and take it all around like a circle. Okay, I want to achieve a circle here. Yeah, what? So guys, you can see that it's a circle. So I will just open it up so that you can see that it's a circle like this. Then I'll fold in these two like this again. Then after folding like this, I will now look for the midpoint of this line here. I'll first of all use my tape to measure. I'll first of all use my tape to measure the line like this. After measuring, then I will divide it into two like the way you see me doing now. Then after doing like so, I will use a chalk to identify the center like this. So this is my center now. Then for the upper part, I will come in by 1 inch and I will mark it like so. Okay, then after marking, I will come down like this and also mark 1 inch, and I will also mark. After marking now, then I will connect these two lines to meet the points. So guys, this is me cutting out the line that I marked. So now this is how it comes out. So I will use it to cut out I will use it to cut out my lining and also cut out the other cup of this fabric. Okay, so now that is it. I will just take it to my sewing machine and I'll run a stitch on it. So guys, you can see that I have run a stitch. I have joined the two together. So now I will place my cup in between the line there, and I will pin it all round like this. I will just pin it all around. This is how it looks like after I pin. Then I will go ahead to sew it round. I've sewed it, and this is me cutting the excess out, and you can see how neatly it is. Okay, you can see how beautiful it comes out. So now guys, for my strap, I have already created my strap, and this is about 0.5 inches. So guys, I will mark my strap is about 13 inches. Okay, I will mark it from, we'll just mark 13 inches like this. Okay, I'll mark my strap measurement 13 inches and I will cut it. Then I will use it to cut the other part, the second part, and I will cut it as well. Okay, so after cutting now, so guys, the next thing I will be doing is to come to this center like this and measure 3 inches from the starting point there. I will measure 3 inches, so, and I will place my strap on that 3 inches part there. Then I will first of all pin it down before I will take it to my sewing machine and run a stitch there, and I will also do the same thing to the other cup as well. Okay, so guys, you can see I have done that. I have stitched it to this cup like this. So, and I've done that to the second cup. So now it's time for me to line it up to cover up the rough edges inside. Then I will place it the same way, right side meeting right side of the fabric meeting right side of the of the um of the lining. So after placing it, I will first of all pin it, then I will sew. So guys, I have sewed it, you can see. Then I will go ahead to cut out the rough edges like this. Then after that, I will use my hemming gum to glue it together so that the edges will be very neat. So guys, you can see that I have glued it with my hemming gum, and you can see the edges is very neat and is okay. You can see that. So I'll just go ahead to stitch and I will trim out the excess. You can see that I've stitched the down part and I trim out the excess on it. You can see that our cup is very beautiful and it's very neat at this upper part as well. So guys, after that, this is the body. You can see I've go ahead to sew my bony casing on it very neatly. So now I will bring out my lining, right side meeting right side. Then after placing my lining on top of my main fabric, I will just go ahead now to stitch here, stitch the armhole area like this, and come back to show you guys. So guys, this is how it comes out. I've stitched it and I went ahead to iron it very well, and I toss stitched this cup area like this. I toss stitched it like so. Okay, so now the next thing is to bring out our cup and place our cup on it like this. Okay, I'll place my cup and bring the other cup and I will place it on it like so. Guys, I'll just take it to my sewing machine and sew. So guys, you can see that I've sewed it and it's beautiful, and I went ahead to stitch the down part of this cup so that it can stand well. So now the next thing is to put in my my bunny. I've put my bunny inside the bunny casing. So now I'll bring the fabric and the lining together. Then I will run a stitch on the down part like this by half an inch. Okay, I'll just take it to my sewing machine now and run a stitch on it all through. Okay, so guys, this is how it comes out. I've run a stitch now. Then I will use the other side to turn it up like so. I'll just turn it up like this. Okay, after turning it up like this, I will take it to my ironing table and press it with hot iron for the side like this. I want the side to knit, but if you have a weaving machine, go ahead to weave the side. So now I will place it inside like this. After placing it, I will iron it and I will make a top stitch on it so that it will come out neat. So guys, I have done that. I have ironed it and you can see the down part is very neat. You can see the side, like I said, that I will top stitch on it. Okay, I have ironed it. I place it inside. I fold about half an inch inside and I top stitch on it so that it will come out nice. Okay, that is it. So the next thing is to bring out our back like this. Then I will overlap the zipper allowance like this. Okay, you can see that I overlap the zipper allowance. Then I'll bring out the front part, the front top like this and place it accurate on it like so. I'll overlap the zipper allowance by 1 inches. Then after placing my front properly to the back, then what I will do is that, so for the strap, I will just take it accurate to the back. Okay, you can see the way I'm doing it now. I will take it accurate to the back and I will go ahead to pin the strap to the back. Okay, I will do the same thing to this other side. You can see that I place the just as a straight way so that it will correspond to the back. Okay, I place it like this, then so that the front and the back will come out straight. Then I will first of all pin it. After pinning, I will first of all pin it with my pin like this. Okay, after pinning it, I will bring out my lining and I will place my lining on it. Then I will use it to turn it over. Okay, turn the sides, the bottom part, and leave the zipper allowance area. Okay, so let's go. So guys, I've done that. I have stitched this upper side, the side and the bottom part of it. So now I left the zipper allowance area. Then I will use through here to turn it over like this. So guys, after turning it like so, I will turn it, then I will also turn the other one and I will give it a good press. So guys, I have ironed it. Now what I will do is, the next thing is to insert my zip, but this zip is not, it does not correspond with this fabric, but this is what I have for the moment, so I don't have a choice to make use of it. So now I will just go ahead to insert my zip to this back. Okay, so guys, I have done inserting my zip and you can see the side is very neat and you can see the bottom part very neat as well. You can also see the upper part is very neat. Okay, so now this is how it should be looking like. So now the next thing is to join both the back and the front together. Please, like I said earlier when drafting this pattern, I said please measure your under bust measurement and place it, because mine, I didn't place my under bust measurement. So here now I will mark my under bust measurement here, then I will follow the line and you can see that I mark it with chalk there, then I sew it. So now you can see the outcome of it, looking beautiful. You can see the cup area is beautiful. Okay, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you find this video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel and turn the notification bell so that you won't miss any video. So So now here's the final look of this top, looking beautiful. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you in my next one.